Well, howdy folks. This is not a farming video. What it is an answer to the question of what everybody has been asking. Farmer Steve, what do you do in the long winter's months? Well, I repair my equipment. And today I am showing you, starting a video on restoring my 38-year-old snapper riding mower. As you can see, it's in pieces. You have no idea how many pieces. I have pieces over here. I have pieces over here. I have pieces over here and here. Here's the carburetor right there. I've worked on some already. Starter, sorted hand tools, and here's the piece de resistance, the sick engine that needs attention. So the main problem is these valves in here. They have zero valve clearance, which is bad. I'll explain that later, but this is just to document, hopefully, the maximum chaos. Okay, I've already repaired one part, and that is this. This is called the blade brake. And this fits around the brake drum, which is right here. And when you release the blade pedal, this clamps down and stops the blade from turning. It's a safety feature. Well, this liner had completely delaminated. It was still working, but it wasn't long for this world, so I glued that back on, and I think it's going to be just fine. Okay, folks, I know it doesn't look like it, but we are making great progress here. So I actually got most of the mechanical stuff done, even threw a little bit of paint on it. Here's the last problem on the chassis before I start with the improvement. You can see there's a lot of grease that got thrown out of this axle right here, and it's because this oil ring seal failed. So I've got this apart, obviously got it together, clean it up, put it back together. Then we're going to start on the enhancements, which will be a starter solenoid, a new key switch, and what else? I guess that's about it, and then we'll worry about the engine. Okay, solenoids all wired up. Just ready to put the cover back on and put the battery in there and try it. Okay, ready for a semi-live test. Got the battery in, everything. Should hear a click when I turn this. There it is. Solenoid's working. It will start. Okay, well this is a wrap for a while on the mower itself. It is all done. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. Yesterday I had to, there's some oil seals down there, some new ones. Got those on, got the wheels back on. Everything is degreased. Of course, the biggest thing is the solenoid starter that we talked about. I already showed you. And this thing will start like a car now. And repaired the seat. And I guess that was about it. It sure took a while. Anyway, now we're gonna, next series will be on the engine, which the first thing I have to do is get these valves ground down so there's some clearance, get them lapped in, and then the rest of this has to come apart and go from there. Okay, folks, as a follow-up to the mower, we are now in Santa's little lawnmower workshop and got an update. So it's not great news, but it's news. I took, as you can see, I took the engine fully apart, fully disassembled, and took all the parts down to somebody that knows these sort of things and have them measure up and evaluate. And the bad news is, here's the piston, and you can see that rocking motion in there. That's because this cylinder is kind of egg-shaped and wallowed out, and that dog won't hunt. It is way too out of spec to have it machined up. Well, it could be machined up, but then you'd have to get oversized pistons and rings, and that is not going to work. It's cost prohibitive, and then you'd still have a 25-year-old engine. So what I'm going to try to do is get what they call a short block, which is this guy right here. Sometimes it has the piston and rings in it already, which would be great. But if not, just the cylinder block, and rebuild this thing. That'll be about, probably by the time I'm all done, about $300. A new engine is $800 to $900. So that is the dilemma where we're at right now. More to come, but more importantly, I guess we'll say this is a wrap for now. More to come. Hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year, and we will see you next year.